Welcome to the Dungeon House, where a bunch of regular people with regular jobs gather to play Dungeons and Dragons. We aren't professionals, so if you hear food ASMR or a baby in the back, just understand it's normal. This show is recommended for those 13 and up. The music you'll hear is brought to you by William Heaton and various other artists. We're glad that you're here to share in the fun and laughter, as well as the challenges along the way. So come on into our home, take a seat on the couch, and enjoy the Dungeon House.
Another.
Yeah, so I did that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I did it Monday and Tuesday because that was the day before Halloween and Halloween. So my voice is still recovering.
I bet that's a lot of cackle.
So much cackling.
Pick it up just a little bit.
Are you guys catching any of the mic pickup, or does it sound pretty good?
What do you mean by the mic pickup?
Like, are you getting any feedback?
I hear echoes all the time, but I don't know if that's just me.
Too usually, but
Is your house haunted?
No, not like that.
Not that kind of echo. Is that better?
No.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well,
we are. I think we're live. We're here.
It's close.
Gonna have my hair sticking out from the bottom of the space. You're having to do that. It's super messy.
Okay.
Anywho, yeah. Sounds like we just got through the spooky season. Did everyone have a good Halloween?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad. Are we ready just to jump into this? You guys
Let's
wanna
do
just
it.
do it?
Let's do it.
Okay. Still ready?
Okay. By the way, we're gonna have repair people coming, so
Are they going to be coming inside?
I don't believe so. They may not even stop by our door, but they might. So if me and Tori have to get up, that's why.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay. And just so for the viewers' knowledge, Brandon won't be able to join us tonight. So.
No Ren.
No Ren. He's there in spirit though.
He's very scared.
Yeah, he's just a little scaredy boy.
Maybe he was too scared for this episode. Maybe that's why he
chose
not to show up. He's like, I just can't.
And you know what's the best part? He can't even defend himself right now. So
Yeah.
we don't even know.
Yeah.
Anywho, well, with that, let's do a little bit of a recap from last time. I can do the recap this week, sure, if that's all right with you guys. So, last time that we played D&D, we had the joy of finally making it to the town of Elko.
We didn't have joy.
We didn't have joy, but we had the
Sorry,
Yeah.
just throw you off.
you know
We'll just leave.
The one thing that you feel, the accomplishment, that's the word. You had the accomplishment of getting to where you're trying to get to for the last couple of episodes. You're going to be able to, hopefully solve the mystery, and figure out what's going on. You met with a guy named Sir Fireborn. He was a guy that had been that was related to nobility of Theodorn. He had been injured in some sort of battle, maybe a couple years back, and has ever since then been living as the basically the overseer of the fiefdom of this area. He gave you a little bit of an understanding of what's been going on, how people have been going missing from their farms, and has been theorized that the activity that has been more present around the old fiefdom, the old Lord's Manor in this area, it might have something to do with it. From what you gathered, the old lord of this area went missing about 20 years ago, and his house fell into disrepair after that. It's been proposed as the old haunted place. It's fairly far out from the main town as well. It's about 20 miles out. So, not being deterred by distance, you all took a quick lunch break, waited for the guy to find you a ride, and then you all took off in an ox-drawn carriage. Passing the farmland and eventually making it there, you guys reached the outskirts where you walked through the grounds. Moss and Barren did a little perimeter sweep, try to see if there's anything that stood out to them. Not really anything, but what stood out to Ren was the giant centipedes that came out of the well that were needed to be killed. Killed them, killed their babies. Yeah, full on Anakin mode from the second movie. And you guys decide it was the high time to enter in. It was getting a little bit of the evening time, getting a little dark. The best time to enter into an allegedly haunted house. The group kind of split up a little bit. Some of you kind of stayed in the middle. Those who weren't able to really participate. Ren and Moss went one direction, and Barren and Opal went the other direction. Ren and Moss found what looked to be footprints that led upstairs, as well as more signs of activity towards the far end of I think I called it the west. Was it the west wing that they did, or was it the east wing? I think you guys did the east wing.
I made it the west.
Either way, I'm directionally challenged, so it doesn't matter. You went to the whatever wing you did, and as they were over there, Moss and Rand started hearing tapping from the ceiling above. Just that constant tap, 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 tap. That was quiet enough that it was only because of their shallow breaths and their quiet movement that they could hear it. On the other side, Barren and Opal found some signs of what used to be in this house. Opal found what looked to be some sort of wedding band, a ring, and Barren found a dead body. That's where we left off. So to jump into this this session, we're going to kind of set the scene again of what was going on. And kind of place you all around. So Pinky and Alia, you both were kind of standing more closer to the front door, hadn't really gone to explore, and you were just about to be joined again by Ren and Moss coming from the other side. Barren and Opal, down the hallway from there in the west wing, I think east wing, that's the one. Down the east wing, you found the door that was stuck. You were shoving it in. The old wood had, gotten waterlogged. You could feel kind of the rough texture of the grain of the wood now. The old paint had many years ago chipped off. Definitely this house itself smelling of mildew, wet wood, that earthy smell. As you're kind of struggling with the door, you do hear the slightest of the tap, tap, tap. First, it kind of confuses you with your heartbeats. I need to change the music. It doesn't really fit the scene.
Hadn't we gotten the door open?
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
I'm just setting the scene.
First.
And yeah, I'm just trying to get you all in there so that you're all just focused.
I understand.
As you feel that the door is kind of giving with every hard shove, you and Opal count 1, 2, 3. Really shove your shoulder into it, push with all your might, cracking the door a little bit and getting enough space that you can slide in. As you look in, you look down and find a body on the floor. The body looks to be a middle-aged man. He is wearing simple peasant's robes, kind of a tunic with some chaps, a little bit of a hood. What really stands out to you is the slash mark in the pool of blood, dried now, and the smell of rot. As though he's fresh, he's not hours fresh. He's been here for a little bit. The pool of blood looks like it came out of his neck where it had been sliced.
Can I try to figure out what caused, like what kind of a beast or something did the slashing, or are there any other signs of anything in this room? Like, I guess, what does this room look like now that I'm taking a second?
Sure.
Because we noticed the body first, now I'm looking
Yeah.
up, like, what else do we see?
As you look in here, this side room looks to be on the other side. Not how I want to kind of picture to you all. Give me just 1 second. It's hard to tell what this room was used for, as most of the room has collapsed from the roof in on the side. Much of the furniture has been destroyed. Gaining, from what you can see, looks like you could transverse the rubble and debris to get to the second floor from here.
Okay.
The interesting thing is you notice that kind of the position of the, so like understanding like the room mostly is filled with debris from the cave and from the ceiling, the second story, and the roof up above. You can see from in this room the starlight just beginning to show as the first few dots of light shine in the night sky, half covered by the trees surrounding the house. Interestingly enough, the man looks like he was trying to open the door when he was attacked.
So he was trying to leave.
It looked like he was facing the door, something got him and he slumped, fell into it, and then curled up at the bottom.
What do you make of this, Opal?
Well, Opal's first reaction would have been, and then calm herself, like, and evaluate, and you already described that. I'm sorry, I'm not used to dead bodies. I'm sure you are. Oh, I think he's dead.
He smells awful. I'll be honest, like, yeah, it's not good. I don't need to go any more detail than that.
Yeah.
After opening the door, it starts diffusing throughout the rest of the house.
What do you think
I don't know if this is some sort of ghoul or ghost like we were originally thinking. Can I kind of investigate the
Yeah.
marks? Yeah, a little bit more detailed. Like, can I kneel down and
Yeah.
do that?
Do investigation.
Hey, all right. Investigation. That's gonna be an 18.
18, that's good. So as you look at the wound, you see 3 lines across his neck. The thing that really stands out to you though, you've seen knife wounds, you've seen cuts in the neck first. The thing that stands out to you is if these wounds would have happened at the same time, there should have been the same amount of bleeding from it. You can tell that it looked like the first one, the middle one happened first, and then later on, someone came back and did the other 2 cuts.
Oh, interesting.
You got really high perception to tell that, or investigation.
Opal, come look at this.
Do I have to?
Just plug your nose for a second. Do you see this mark here?
Yeah, the chalkboard?
Yeah. Like this looks like the original mark. You can see the some of the blood leaking from it. But these other 2, they look like they were done later.
Yeah. Like how the first one's dried a little bit more than the others.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Yeah, that is weird.
To be honest, I don't know what to make of it.
Oh, that sucks because I don't either.
We should probably tell the others about it.
Yeah, maybe tell boss in a different way. Because he's the one who's very against all this.
Yeah. Ren seemed a little spooked, to be honest, too.
We'll just say this guy was chilling, trying to look cool, trying to impress somebody, and then somebody got jealous, did a quick little. It's friendly and nice. Everything's fine.
Sorry, I'm not gonna do that.
I knew you wouldn't.
Do we know who this was? We were told that it was originally owned by a guy. Does he have any identifying, like, anything on him? Like a
Search him.
picture or like I don't know,
This guy.
yeah. Anything of identification.
For one, you don't recognize him because you're not from around here,
Right.
as well as his face is bloated a
Bloated and
little
whatnot,
bit,
yeah.
so it's hard to tell specifically if he has any connection to someone that you've seen. There's no really identifying marks to this body. No.
And his pockets and everything pretty much empty.
You do notice that he looks like that he have a crudely made, not very nice weapon, but crudely made short sword. Not too far away from it. It looks like he was holding it at the moment. This guy doesn't really necessarily look like an adventurer type. He was in here and he was armed.
So either he either lived here, Opal, or he maybe was just heard the rumors and wanted to check it out for himself. But either way, he got in the wrong turn.
Or maybe he was seeking refuge from something.
I mean, the only way that his body would be up against the door like this is if he was attacked from inside this room. But I don't see anything in here now, unless they went up through the ceiling.
I was about to say, there is no ceiling anymore, so many possibilities. Let's go talk to the others, because onward. All right.
Make our way back towards the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Pepper.
And Rice Krispie treat.
So
They're probably a little bit harder, but
They're pretty stale. All right. As you guys just walk down the hallway, you meet up with the rest of your compatriots.
found a dead body.
Where?
I mean, we were told this place was haunted, so to be honest, it doesn't really surprise me.
I think Pinky said something.
Pinky, did you say something?
Oh, she just gasped.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you guys find anything going down your hall?
it sounded like you said hole. Oh, is that noise? All.
Moss. I'm assuming if you're busy, I can explain kind of what happens. Basically, they would tell you at this moment about the tapping sound, about the.
Moss wants to explain.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just trying not to laugh because I definitely heard hole also.
What to find on your hall?
Well, if you really want to know. Anyways, at this point, Moss is like, well, we hear the tapping. There's tapping going on upstairs. And I don't want to check it out unless we have unless we're all there together.
Well, I remember I think Ren had said that he didn't want to look much more tonight. I think I don't know if he wanted to go to sleep. I mean, I'm more than fine to keep going.
Adelaide, do a perception check for me.
Yes, sir.
I can hold baby if you want.
Perception. What does that say? Do I leave it? So, uh-oh. 14.
Do you want me to hold baby?
14. As you're kind of sitting on the edge by the doorway, you look kind of out. You were one of the ones that had kind of explored the grounds with Opal and Ren. Those trees weren't there before. There's trees on the grounds.
As I look out the window,
Yeah.
has anything else changed?
Now that I'm realizing I'm taking a look out, has the entire landscape changed?
Not the entire landscape, but definitely you see what look to be almost old, kind of knotted willow trees have, from what you could guess, materialized on the grounds. Some of them smaller, some of them larger. They seem to have kind of encompassed around the house.
My friends, I don't believe that we have a choice whether we want to look into this more tonight. There are trees now where there were no trees. There's a dead body upstairs, and if this is haunted, then I feel we may be in the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Thank you! Ugh.
Pablo starts singing.
Pablo's with?
Yeah? Both Pablos. Hi, I'm Pablo. Anyways, continue.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean that there are trees out there.
Okay, but there were trees out there before.
Not these trees.
Do a history check.
I was gonna go take a look at these trees. I'm rolling alright. 19.
Well, you didn't explore the grounds themselves. You did have to walk through them to get to the front door.
Yeah.
And you see where the grounds had been kept. Not really any trees right next to the house in the garden area. Now every about 10 feet, fairly thickly packed trees. They gently sway, kind of creaking in the wind. All of them, their leaves brushing together.
I think he's going to kind of appear over Baron's shoulder, looking out the window as well. Oh, that's so spooky!
You're like right next to his ear. Do they always do that? You jump? No. Never.
No,
Never
tough
jump.
guy.
Never jump.
Who guys don't jump?
And
Unless they're jumping away from a explosion. Sorry.
What is that?
Huh?
What?
Is that Lego Batman?
No, it's just a
that's
thing.
just a thing.
Just a boy
Oh.
thing.
And then I assume it's Lego Batman. Wait, so Moss, what did Moss, what did you see last time? When you went down the hall?
Tap, tap, tapping.
Oh, you heard tapping? Okay.
Yeah.
They
All I
also,
saw was having-
as well as the Ren will remind you of the wardrobe in the corner that seemed like all the footprints were going towards.
Oh yeah, that was scary. Yeah,
Don't know
that
what's
was-
up with that, but
it's like, pretty sure there's a dead body in there.
Oh no.
I think we should just give up on this quest and I'll go home.
Look, I need the money.
Is it worth your life?
Getting out, Moss.
Ooh.
I'm-
Pinky
I'm not-
called you a chicken.
I'm not a
Thought you
chicken.
were brave.
I'm a realist. That doesn't want to die. Oh.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, Moss?
Yeah.
Didn't understand that through your yawn.
Oh. I'm going to bed. I mean, I'm a realist that doesn't want to die.
Mm.
Well,
I'll do whatever the party wants. Just don't expect me to save anybody.
We can't leave. We can't let this evil spread and pollute our world. We must be the saviors of the world and to get rid of this evil. Urgh.
care for that.
I know. Go away. Not actually. We need you.
There is a dead body upstairs.
Downstairs.
There's a dead body downstairs.
Is there a downstairs to this house?
you haven't gone past the upstairs. You're in the center room.
Yeah.
Window.
Oh, there's one in the
Break in.
back.
There's down this
never
hallway.
went down the hallway.
You've never gone upstairs either.
All right,
Go
well,
look
we
at the
have,
wardrobe.
yes, we have wardrobe, dead body. I'll go upstairs.
I want to go take a look outside.
You gonna go outside?
Just kind of like, not like far outside, but like past the door and like kind of like survey the scene and like observe.
And keep in mind that those trees used to not be there.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Okay, so you're gonna head out just on kind of the porch. You're not gonna leave like
Yeah.
Okay. You go out there. We'll do you. Yeah. So who'd like to? Is anyone gonna go with Baron, or is he gonna do
I can
that by himself?
mine by myself. It's fine.
Okay. Who would like to go check out the wardrobe? Opal
Pinky.
and Pinky. And who's gonna go upstairs? Adelaide.
I'll go upstairs.
Oh, I forgot. David's been so quiet. I'm so sorry. I kind of forgot you were here.
How rude.
Okay. Let's do Adelaide and Pinky first with the wardrobe. That's okay.
I think it's Oakland.
No, oh yeah, because you're going upstairs. My bad. Opal and Pinky are going to go check out the wardrobe. All right, Opal and Pinky, you go down the east wing of this small manor. You notice that most of the rooms along the way have kind of been looked through. Looks like Red and Moss didn't really do like really strong looking in. They're just like, open the door. I don't see a ghost. Fast. With kind of them pointing it out, you would see the footprints that are leading upstairs from here.
I'm gonna just keep my axe ready. Can I let my axe glow?
Yeah, I think you already did that last time, so it's still glistening a little
okay.
with some faint light.
I need to mark it.
Yeah, actually, it's basically a torch,
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
need to mark it.
Yeah, just mark that power off. As you have your torch, your axe lit, the head of the axe glistening brightly with the symbol of the triquetra glowing, it casts shadows down the hallway, bright right next to you, but because it's so bright, it makes it hard to see further outside of the darkness. And in the shadows, as you pass by them, the darkness almost feels more consuming. As you feel yourself taking every step forward, you can feel the crack of the ground. As soon as you enter into this hallway again, your foot, you and Pinky flying right next to you, you would hear from above the start of the tap, 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 tap again.
Does there seem to be any rhythm to it?
Not really. It's more of like it's kind of just like a soft pat, like a bum 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 bum. It's almost just kind of a constant. Some of them are a little harder than others, and sometimes the timing's a little bit off, so it's not really like there's a recognizable cadence to
It's
them.
not someone idly tapping their finger or something. It's very random. Okay.
If there was a pattern to it, it seems like it's like in kind of threes, like tap, tap, tap,
Okay.
tap, tap, tap. Kind of like that pattern.
Lollipop.
But it's not super repetitive.
Yeah. It's not like, it doesn't seem like it's ostentatious, like it's trying to be a pattern.
Right. Okay.
As you listen to it. You continue walking, if you do.
One more question. You said that as I am flying, I can hear it. Does that mean that it is coming from above or
It
a
is
higher
coming
place?
from the.
Okay.
It's coming from the story up above. Sounds like there
Okay.
might be a room up above you where the sound is coming from. And you know that Adelaide and Alia are heading that direction, heading upstairs. But you do also know that this does not sound like their footfalls, as you can hear those kind of softly squeaking from the other side of coming closer from the middle of the house. So this is something different.
Cool. I continue flying towards the wardrobe, wherever they said it was.
Okay. As you eventually make your way to the room in which the wardrobe is in, you know this as you look into it, to be what looks to be the servants' quarters. There looks to be a lot of traffic here, a lot more footprints. You see multiple sets of footprints, the same, what looks to be roughly the same prints heading out the back door from here, and some of them coming in, most of them turning through the middle of the room to a wardrobe in the corner. The wardrobe sits there, derelict. It has a small carpet underneath it. It stands quiet and solemn.
These footprints, are they like footprints in like a heavy layer of dust? Are they bloody? Like, what are these footprints made out of?
Heavy layer of dust. Just
Okay,
from
cool.
this house has been abandoned for about 20 years now. And
Okay.
because of that, it has been returned to kind of a dilapidated state. You would assume that the footprints that are left is just dust. You don't see any blood in these footprints.
Okay, I was just wondering. Okay, Pinky is going to approach the wardrobe. She's going to tentatively, like, reach your hand out and just touch it.
As you go to touch the wardrobe, you hear kind of a soft whisper coming from behind the wardrobe. It says, "Leave."
What was that? Think you saw a leaf?
Oh, it told us to leave. Mr. Wardrobe, why should we leave?
Did you pull back your hand when you heard that? Like, did it make you like jump, or did you keep going, or just stop?
I mean, I assume she like flinches just a little bit, but like she keeps going.
Okay. You do not receive any more answers.
Pinky is going to knock on the wardrobe softly.
There's no
Nothing
reply.
hap- No reply. Okay. Pinky's not gonna touch the doorknob. The knob. I don't know. Guess to open it. Does it look? Is there like a locking mechanism?
You don't see a locking mechanism in it.
Okay.
It
Cool.
looks like it's something that you could open.
Cool. Pinky's going to look back at Opal, kind of give a like a I don't know, like a look like I'm doing this, and she's gonna slowly open the door. Yeah.
As your hands grasp around the cold metal knobs of this wardrobe, you still yourself as you open up the door and you continue forward. The same voice, just a little bit louder this time. Leave as you open them up. As soon as you open the wardrobe, you find nothing inside. It's simple coat rack, nothing in it.
I would like to check the wardrobe to see if it has any false bottoms, hidden doors, traps inside, anything like that.
Do an investigation check for me. And Opal, if you would like to assist, you could take this with advantage.
I will assist. So probably would have heard the second time. Leave.
Cool. That's a 14.
14. With knowing what you're looking for, you go, you feel around the edges, and you can feel what seems to be something not quite right. You look, and you find what feels like somewhere where you can pry it up with your fingers at the corner. Maybe a little hole just in the corner, something that you wouldn't really notice at first glance into here. As you stick your hand into it, you hear, "This is your last warning," coming from behind the wardrobe. And as you feel it, you can feel that this hole is something that you could pull up, revealing something beneath.
Pinky is going to pause at this point. She's going to turn to Opal. It's given me a final warning. Should we do this by ourselves or should we wait for the group? Like, I'm down to do it now, but like, what do you think?
I think it would probably be better if we had more backup. You and I are pretty tough. But we don't know what we're dealing with, so we could prepare for battle or prepare for a little scare and nothing, or even worse things, or even more worse things. This is hard because Opal is indecisive when it comes to heavy things. So she's like, we could, but should we?
Pinky, what do you do?
Opal will just hold her action.
Oh, this is tough. Because Pinky really wants to do it.
Do it.
Like,
Do
You
it.
can definitely
Do
do
it.
it.
Wouldn't Pinky be very curious? Like, uh-oh.
Yes, she would.
Yeah.
Do it.
She's going to do it?
And she's gonna. Well, first she's.
Awesome.
So you said there's a little hole that my finger can put
Yeah.
that.
Like you can, for you, it's actually
Okay,
a
I was
little,
gonna
little
ask,
bigger, so you could kind of get all your fingers. This is like for like a normal person. You can stick like your index finger in it and pull.
Okay.
Well,
Pinky
But you
is
can-
going to first like a quick little like as well as she can a little peek into the hole, make sure nothing's gonna bite off her hand.
as you
And then
as you
she's
peek
gonna.
into the hole, it's dark, and you can see what looks to be stone underneath from where you're looking at through this hole. You don't see anything that's going to bite your hand off right now.
Okay. Oh, you know what she's gonna do? She's going to back away. She's going to step out of the wardrobe and she's going to use Mage Hand. And she's going to open it wide.
So you cast Mage Hand, and it comes in, puts its finger into it, pulls up.
Opal would have stepped back too. But anyway.
It reveals, as this piece of wood comes out, we're going to go to Adelaide and Alia.
Oh my goodness
How
gracious.
dare you? Just kidding. This is great.
Actually,
This
let's do
is
Barren
crazy.
first. Let's do Barren. Barren.
You should do well.
I want to do them
Yeah.
once,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yes. Give me. You need me to take them upstairs for you. Okay. Give me just a second. Pause.
Sorry.
You're gonna go feed the baby real quick. I'll be right back. She's just gonna go feed a baby.
Okay.
I'm just delivering the package.
No worries.
Hold on, stall for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not going to continue forward with that because I want to leave it there on that little cliffhanger until we get to that later today. But yeah. Because we gotta wait for Adelaide to get back to figure out what's the tapping upstairs.
Right.
And so we'll do Barren first as he went out and looked outside. Yes.
You're doing a really great job of hyping the suspense.
Thank
Like,
you.
this is good. Like,
I appreciate
I'm
that.
excited. I'm also a little bit nervous.
Good. I'm glad that you're nervous.
I'm back. Barren is back.
Okay. Barren is back.
Sorry.
Back again.
All right.
He's back and tell your friends and the trees outside. So as you head out from the front door and you stand on the porch, Barren, do you want to leave the porch or you want to stay here? You want to go closer, investigate these trees?
Do I get the sense? Okay, so the trees, it's either the house is moving or the trees are. Those are basically the two options.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's not really a good way to study the house because it's just a house. How long have we been in the house?
We've been in the house probably, I'd say about 30, 40 minutes now.
Okay.
It's getting fairly dark outside too.
What I will do is I'm gonna take out one of my daggers, and I want to mark a couple things. So I'm gonna mark the kind of the post of this house, right? Like of the porch, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of mark it. I want to mark the ground, like next to the stairs of the house, like somehow like dig it and create like a just a solid mark that I would be able to tell if the house is moving, per se. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do I want to step off the house? The looks that you give me are scary, Chase. The thing is, I don't think I don't think I would. I don't think I would because I'm more just kind of coming out here to look. Do I see anything else? Like as I'm kind of now that I'm past the doorway and I'm kind of like surveying the whole scene. Does it seem like the topography is completely different, or like
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Or you can make a survival check, or you can make an arcana check.
All of them are terrible because I rolled terrible. But I think wait, you said I could do either perception or
Just mind you, they will tell you different things. So it depends on what you want to find out.
let's do arcana because that one's my highest. It's gonna be a 8.
8.
Yeah.
With an 8, you don't gain much information. You do know that it's not normal for trees to move.
It's not normal for houses to
It's
move.
not normal for houses to move. Maybe you, with an 8, you do get the sense with an 8 that it's probably not a good idea to leave your friends.
Yeah.
In a situation where you don't know what's going to
Right.
Suddenly you recall Pinky's story.
What's Pinky's story?
Of
The brothers.
the
and what
brothers.
Oh yeah.
One
Oh,
leaves.
Yeah.
Okay. The last thing that I'll do. How far away are the trees?
They're They're not too far away. They're in the yard. The farthest one away is probably about 20 feet from the house.
20 feet from the house. Okay. I'm just gonna take a dagger and just chuck it at the tree, and just try and get it to stick in. That way, I have a marker on the tree as well. Since I,
It means you do an attack roll.
oh my gosh. Well, this is about to be fun. Okay. That's gonna be 20 with my dexterity, 25.
25. Give me just 1 second. You said 25? That'll hit. Roll for damage.
It's gonna be for 8 points of is knives piercing damage? I think knives are piercing.
Knives are piercing damage.
Okay, so 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage. Okay, I will keep that in mind.
And I'm now 1 dagger short. I've used a lot of daggers this game. Anything happen? I guess I don't know if I'd even, if I hadn't perceived anything, like I would have just thrown it as a marker and then probably just made sure it got stuck in and then leave.
Okay. As you throw the dagger, you see it go into the woods. You see the tree that you aimed at tried to dodge the dagger, but you still hit it. Do you stay outside? As you see this tree bend, trying to move.
And it's not like the wind blew it. It was like an intentional.
All the other trees did not move.
It was an intentional like whoop. And is it doing anything at the moment?
Depends. Are you leaving after you do that?
I'll probably wait a second. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Sounds good.
probably hang out for a minute.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
No golly gee. It's gonna be an 11.
11. You fail. We'll come back to that. Okay. I think it'll take a little bit of time for Tori.
It's gonna take a minute for Tori.
So maybe what we could do, we can go to break for the second that we're here.
An early break.
I know.
Oh, that's okay.
Just so that way we can get her back while she's doing her thing up there.
Okay.
And then we will jump back into this. Because I just want to read some stat blocks. Some things like that.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
That's fine. I'll go hit the break button. All right, hold on, guys. And break.
think we're back. Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
All right, Adelaide and Alia. We're going to start after our break for you with you two. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay. So you left your compatriots and headed up the stairs. I like you and Alia to do a perception check as you're heading up.
14 again.
14, Alia?
Yeah.
Got a 16.
16. So about the same. As you both head up, you can distinctly hear the tapping up above, like from this level, coming from the east section of the house, which is the opposite side from where the body was found. Just so you know, you can hear the tapping.
Okay.
Oh.
Can I follow the tapping? Like where it's gonna
Yeah.
get louder and louder?
As you slowly make your way up the stairs, each step, the rotten boards screech underneath your feet as they protest your weight. They don't seem to like having people travel up them, and they haven't done so for, you would surmise, irregular for a long time. But you can definitely see footprints heading upstairs. As you make your way to the top of the stairway, you look down, you can see some of your friends. You see Barren outside looking around. You turn the corner and you can see what looks to be the hall up here splits into two, one heading towards the west side where the body was found, or towards the east side where the tapping is coming from. It looks like this hallway has windows towards the southern side, giving you a view into the yard from here. Through, as you see, sometimes the wind picks up and you'll see the trees ruffle. And as you kind of look out there, it's hard to tell whether or not they're moving. And you don't know if it's a trick in your mind or something, but, or from knowing that the trees have gathered around the house or the house has moved, it is quite unsettling. Nonetheless, you still hear the incessant tap, 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 coming from that eastern side. The hallway, while it has windows to the south, has doors towards the north sides. It looks like towards the both sides there's 3 doors on each side.
Do the footprints go?
You see a set of footprints. It's kind of impressive. You see a footprint set go towards the west, and a footprint set. Actually, what looked like 2 footprint sets going towards the east.
And the west is where the body.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. West or east?
Do you want to investigate the tapping or?
The tapping. The tapping.
So, I guess the east.
All right.
I will follow you.
All right. And there's no need to be afraid.
Yeah. No reason whatsoever.
Yeah, we're not afraid.
Not at all.
We'll kind of, I guess, shuffle our way.
As you shuffle down the stairway, definitely the creaking continues approaching. As you get closer, the tapping seems to be getting a little bit more louder, more frantic, maybe. You can't tell whether it's because your proximity is getting closer to it, or if it actually is changing with your approach.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Twilight Sanctuary.
As this area fills with dim light, you feel kind of emboldened in this area.
And then I'll just continue moving ahead towards the tapping.
Okay. Both of you take roll the temporary hit points it would give you, as it will take more than a round to get there. Read off what your Twilight Sanctuary does, just so that way we.
It's right here. I already did this one.
So a 30-foot radius sphere fills with dim light around us, and it moves with us, and it lasts 1 minute. When we end our turn in the sphere, we gain a hit point equal to 1d6 plus we're level 3, right?
Plus your cleric.
You
Which is 3.
are level 4.
4, okay, 4. And it can also and it ends in effect causing us to be charmed or frightened, which I don't think we've been charmed yet, but so 1d6 plus 4.
You can choose one of those benefits.
So I got a 10. And David, you can roll for yours. For Elias.
I got 7.
7. Okay. As you make your way, As you make your way towards that door, you think it's coming from the second door down the hallway. As you kind of approach the first one, you put your ear up to it. You don't really hear much coming from the inside. As you make your way to the second door, you put your ear up to it, and it almost sounds like you can hear slight shuffling.
I just want to turn off all the lights in here. Like, I just want to.
We're just going to go for it.
Just gonna go for it.
But I am going to draw my greatsword.
I'm gonna also cast Protection from Good and Evil.
Okay.
And cast it onto Adelaide.
Oh, maybe it's a long sword. I think it's a long sword. Not a
What
great
else
sword.
can have your shield?
As you both. So how do you open the door? I should ask you. Are you gonna just throw her open? Or are you gonna slowly open the door?
I don't know. I feel like since we have all this magical protection around us, and I mean, what are we going to do? Run back downstairs and then like have to fight it anyway? So I say Adelaide's gonna like lift up her foot and just like kick the door open and then like step in ready to.
Okay. All right. As you kick the door open, you see what looks to be some sort of sewing room. As you see what looks to be very rotten fabrics stacked neatly on shelves around kind of a workbench in the center. Old foot crank machine, something that is quite rare. You don't see very many of them around. Invention from Zabozwa, collecting cobwebs in the corner. On the other side of the workbench, you see the form of a human laying behind it.
Any tapping?
You hear the tapping even louder in here.
Is it coming from the body?
You see the body move. It's the shuffle.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so the body is shuffling around and it's making the tapping sounds.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to point my sword at the form and I'm going to say, "Who are you?
Maybe he's just.
What are you?"
You see it wiggle. Tap. 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 With each wiggle. And you hear a slight moan. Tap. Tap. Tap.
I gotta have something in here. Like, for real. I gotta have something in here, right? Like, you know, like, can I just pray over it? Sorry, give me a second. Wait, really? Legitimately?
I mean, you can always pray.
Well, you have her undead if it's undead.
Yeah.
But she's already used.
She's using her channel divinity right now for the other.
Can I throw a piece of bread at it?
Yes, you can.
Get back.
I'm gonna throw a piece of bread at
Make an attack. It won't do any damage, but I want to see if you can actually hit it.
it. I rolled a natural 20.
Woo!
Crit with some bread.
It goes,
Yeah. Like, it's actually like kind of funny. You cannot throw wide. Like, it's just like you don't even know where the bread came from. It's just in your hand automatically, and you throw it. And it actually goes above and bounces off the back side, kind of off a window, falls down, and lands where you would assume the figure's head would be, and you hear a, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Is that guy alive? I feel like Alia at this point is like
As you
kind
look
of
and
just, like
you,
peeking over the shoulder.
as you kind of get a closer look at the body, you can see bindings on the legs, as it looks like someone has been bound.
oh my goodness! Are you alright?
As you actually come into you look down, you see a man that's been bound and gagged in the second story of this house. And his hands are tied behind his back. You can tell the tapping is coming from the crude metal helmet that he is wearing, just pounding against the ground, trying to let you know that he's up here. And when you come in, he stops, and his eyes large, still gagged.
Start kind of cutting him loose, or untying him. And excellent work with the bread, Alia.
Thanks. I don't even know where I got it from, to be honest.
as you
Fantastic instincts.
as you ungag him, yes. Oh, thank you. I heard you talking about leaving. I'm so scared. Thank you for coming and checking.
You're so welcome. We weren't even scared at all. And there's no need for you to be scared either. We're right here.
Thank you for coming.
Who tied you up?
No, I came here. The other day, me and some of my compatriots, we came here to look and see if there was anything we'd heard rumors about the old Baron, not Baron, but the old lord of this fiefdom had a safe that no one ever looted. We came looking for it. I came into this room. Something hit me on the head. Everything went black, and I woke up. I was bound and gagged. I couldn't move. I've been here for hours. I don't know how long.
Well, let's get you up. Continue back up.
Who are you people?
We are Adelaide and Alia, and we are with the. I'm sorry. There's so much that just happened right now. One, I almost said pilgrims. Two, my baby just threw up everywhere. So, what are we? We are classic haze. We're not pilgrims. What?
You want me?
Vigils. That's P. Pilgrims. Like, come on, it starts with a P. What are
On a spiritual journey.
Pioneers. Vigils.
Vigils. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for coming.
How many people came with you?
It was me, Saren, Dan Thier. Just the three of us.
Oh dear. I'm afraid to tell you that you're the first one that we found living.
You found Dan Thier and Saren?
Found someone, and we may use your help identifying them. I just want you to be prepared.
Oh no. Oh.
It's all right.
He seems really, really weak. As you know, he's been tied up. You can see the sores around his arms where he's been tied, struggling against his binds for a long time. As he kind of just puts his head up, leans back against the wall. Oh. My name's Vance. I have to introduce myself.
Vince. It was a pleasure to meet you. And you don't need to worry. All you need to worry about right now is resting, and we'll do our best to find your other friend.
Okay.
I would like you to be prepared.
All right.
It doesn't look like too great of a situation right now. Would you like help? We can get you back down to the main level.
I would appreciate that. I really would.
While I'm kind of like helping him onto his feet, I'm going to look around the room again. Is there anything? I mean, I guess I'm not even sure what I'm looking for, but is
Any
there something that,
signs?
like, that leads me to believe of like that there's a spirit or something?
Are you doing a perception check or an investigation check? What, like, are you like actually
think
not taking
perception.
time?
I think perception because I'm my
More just
focus is
looking.
on moving him out.
Okay, do a perception check.
Alia, I think, is gonna stay and look around.
Okay,
Okay.
with an 8 off the bat, you don't really notice anything.
Okay.
At the moment.
I'm gonna say, I think Alia's getting some fishy vibes. So
Elia, I'll take him down and then I'll come back up to you.
okay, if I find anything, I might scream. So just yeah.
Yes. Nice and loud.
I will more than likely be able to do that. So
As you take Vance downstairs, Alia, do an investigation check for me. It's probably been a minute. Pat.
I got another natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Listen.
Wow.
I would say it's been over a minute since you cast your
Sanctuary.
Twilight Sanctuary. It's
We
gone.
should save that, but I mean,
Here's a question for you. Do you think in that time your stuff has already transpired?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that.
I think you were farther than 30 feet away.
Okay.
Just because.
Yeah, I don't know where they went. That's fine.
Yeah. And I think you have to choose what happens to someone, right, with your Twilight Sanctuary. Is that how we're ruling it? Because you need to.
It says you choose whether. Yeah.
They get the temporary hit points. And
Yeah.
stuff.
It says. Let's see.
Okay. So.
You grant the creature one of these benefits. So.
All right. I'm just making sure that we don't feel like that would have played an effect to your
I think
DC.
it's too far away anyway.
Okay.
I don't know if it goes through the whole house too.
Yeah, the house is fairly big. Like you could have been kind of close
That's it.
from it, but
it's a 3-foot sphere, but it's not like a.
Is it 30-foot diameter or 30-foot radius? I think radius.
I literally wrote down 30 feet.
either way.
I don't.
Okay.
So I have no idea.
I just want to make sure, like,
Yeah,
going
no, you're
forward.
fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
All right. As
Radius.
radius. Okay. As you bring Vance downstairs, you will notice that you don't see Barren anymore.
I knew that Pinky and Opal were gone, right?
Yeah.
Are we assuming that Moss and what is my
I
child
think
doing? Ren are probably just kind of in this main area, just kind of.
Yeah. I'm not like really having them kind of do things right now.
Right, but I'm assuming they're just kind of talking and just because they're a little spooked. So they're probably just.
Vance with them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind
you
of what
could
I'm
leave Vance
inferring.
with
That's
them.
what I'm inferring. Is like they're probably there.
Yeah.
They've watched us all split up.
They would tell you that they saw Barren go outside, and he's been gone for a little bit. So.
And peek out onto the front porch.
Okay. We'll go back to Alia with the Nat 20 investigation. So as you look through Alia and kind of really study this room, you would notice that among the footprints that you caught, there seems to be another set. It looks like whoever made these ones is very adept at stealth, as they're able to use the footprints made in the dust to hide their tracks for the most part. You see that the footprints come in here, and they also go. It looks like they had traveled from the far corner of the house into this room. You can see kind of where there may have been a little bit of a shuffle, where Vance may have got clocked over the head, and the footprints continued down the way towards where you would assume the other person was found dead.
So towards the west.
Towards the west. And then you can see, as you look into the hallway, you can see signs of them heading back towards this far east corner of the.
So, from what I can infer, whoever this might be over by me.
Yeah. You see like tracks heading back towards this far corner of the house. You can probably tell that Vance, he's been tied up for probably at least a day. The guy who is not alive has been sent out for a long time too. So, yeah, take that for what you will.
But it definitely looks like there's two sets of footprints
that are not Vance's.
So yeah, there's one set of footprints that belong to Vance.
Yeah, it looked like they came up here. Like there's three guys. There's one that went into this room, one that went down the hallway towards the west, and one that looked like they continued going towards that far wall. But there's a fourth set of footprints that aren't from these people that you can tell have been hidden among these other footprints.
Okay, and the fourth set of footprints, from what you said, looked like Vance was attacked first. Then they went towards the west, and then they came back towards the other guy we haven't found yet.
Towards the east.
Okay. I think Eli at this point would like just start a little bit like hyperventilating and just being like, "Oh my gosh, there is like this isn't a ghost. This is like a real because that like I feel like Eli at this point has dealt with so many ghosts and especially with our last adventure where I think the prospect or the idea of somebody else being there is a lot more scary than a ghost is, and so she's just gonna start like not like running, but she's gonna start briskly walking out of the room and start heading down back towards everybody.
As you go and leave the door, and you're starting to walk back down, you get like when you turn off a light and
No, dude, don't.
Like,
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
like walking really fast.
What?
Um,
You gotta just listen, just gotta listen.
and you get to the top of the stairs, and you're like, I gotta go, and you start running down the stairs. You make it back to your friends. Nothing follows you.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
I was like, when you said like when you get to the door, I was like, oh no.
You know what I'm talking about? The feeling when
Yeah.
you don't know what's behind you, but you have to keep looking forward and moving.
Dude, oh my gosh, you gave me the feeling just right there.
Yeah,
Yes.
you make it back to your friends. We're going to go back to Pinky and Opal. Pinky and Opal, as you pull open the bottom of this wardrobe, you find a trapped door. Like not trapped door, but a trap door, like a door that would lead down. Secret door buried underneath this. Not buried, it's like set in the false bottom of this wardrobe.
Right. Oops. Sorry about that.
You're good. He's loving
Pinky
it.
is so curious. But she can kind of feel Opal's tension behind her, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Actually, I think are we like way down a hallway? Like a long way down? Or are we relatively like Pinky wants to shout at everybody and say we found something. Will they hear her is the question.
Yeah, they'd hear you if you shouted.
Okay. Then I think that's what Pinky's gonna do. She's gonna turn her head, she's gonna shout down the hallway. Hey guys, we found a false bottom and it has a trap door under it. Come. She's super psyched to be here.
Alia, Adelaide, are you guys going to head that direction?
Did I not see anything when I looked out the window?
Make a perception check.
14?
14.
Oh, 13. Sorry, 13.
13. They just barely beat you by one. Actually, they probably have a bonus to it, so they did beat you.
Okay.
You don't see anything.
I would go and check out what Pinky is talking about.
Okay. As you all like, kind of from the excitement of hearing Pinky, you all kind of turn and start heading that direction. You all make it to the trap door.
Are you jumping to me? Do I have time to go read him a book for a second?
Yeah, you can go read him a book.
Can I
you're
have
good.
the good night book. No, sorry.
Have a good night, buddy.
You're getting sleepy.
Don't get spooked by the spooky stories.
Mr. Spooky
I thought the
Spooky.
good night book was down here. Oh, well, go get it.
Dinosaur.
It's okay. Well, I'll be back.
We'll come back for you.
He's so cute.
Pinky, Adelaide. I'd assume most everyone heads that direction.
Opal.
Opal, you're there. Alia, I'm assuming you come with them. I think even Moss and Ren would probably come down there with, and they'd bring Vance with them. Ren's kind of tending to his wounds. And everyone's gathered around you.
There was this really spooky voice, and it told me to leave, but I ignored it. Anyways, and I looked in the wardrobe, and it gave me a final warning, but I ignored that too. But there's a trap door, and all the little footprints lead to it, so I think we should investigate it. It's the perfect place for a secret lair.
Would Opal notice Vance?
Yeah, you have no idea where this guy came from.
Yeah, I would have slowly aimed my axe a little bit, like, who's that? Which who will explain?
Alia, can you explain that? Adelaide took off, so they had to put Hayes down to bed.
David might have left.
David, are you there?
I'll switch my question to.
You go to turn to Alia, she's not there.
Okay,
That's what she is.
I'll switch my question. Who are you?
My name's Vance. They found me upstairs.
What year is it?
It's 11:48 PR. Actually, he says 11:34 PR. That was my bad. That's correct.
What month is it?
11 now?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
How long have you been here?
I don't know. We left, came this way. From what I could tell, maybe a day or two ago. We were looking around trying to see if we could find something to loot from this place. Me and my comrades.
So you do not respect the dead?
We have heard the stories of this place being haunted, but honestly, we live not too far away. We've never seen anything until, or heard anything recent of anything going on here. But we figured we'd come and take a look. Times are kind of hard out here. And we were hoping to find something. I got something hit me all over the head, knocked me out. And then you can see, like, on his kind of crude helmet, from what you can tell, this guy looks like he would be like a level 1 adventurer. Like, this is like him and his buddies got together, like, let's go like raid the old house and stuff like that. You know, we'll grab our swords and our helmets and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of like the level of expertise this guy seems to have. And he, from what you can tell, like, yeah, from what he says, he goes on by saying, I got hit over the head. You can see, like, on his helmet what looks to be like a fairly large dent. Not like it's like crazy much, but it looks like something at least clubbed him on the back of the head. His helmet probably saved his life. And then he mentions how he was tied up and he woke up probably hours later as they came during the day. And then he woke up that night and has been inside the house for hours, a long time,
Really?
just hoping that someone would come and find him before he croaked. Yeah, croaked.
Okay. Final question, Vance. Can you prove to us that you are not possessed and being used as a pawn for our death?
How can I prove that? Like, I'm not. I promise, I'm not possessed.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, I think it was after I got hit. My club wasn't there when I woke up.
Okay. I'm Opal. We're glad you're safe. You will prove that you're not possessed once we make it out of here all alive.
Okay.
Pinky will now proceed to use Mage Hand to open the trapdoor.
Okay. David, are you back, by the way?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I had Loki was crying, and there's a couple of things going on. So
That's all right.
All of us with our babies.
Yeah. As you go to pull open the door, as the hand grabs onto it, from behind the wardrobe, the voice comes, this time booming, "Leave!"
With a quick glance over her shoulder, just to make sure no one's like absolutely freaked out, telling her to stop, Pinky's going to continue to open the door. Is anyone completely freaking out?
Pinky, hold there.
Huh?
Did you hear that as well?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, d- what? Are you sure of what you're doing?
We want to solve the mystery, right?
Yeah. All right, go for it, Pinky.
Did you take the mage hand off of the handle once it screamed at you the first time?
Nope.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Alia, I think, I don't know, like at some point would have at least told Adelaide that she thinks that there's a fourth person in the house. Like, it's not a ghost; it's an actual person.
Oh my. Okay, so we
Or
have.
maybe right now just by the way, when I was looking through that last room, I found a fourth set of footprints.
Dear.
So there might be somebody real in here who
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
killed that other guy. So yeah.
Can I?
As your mage hand pulls on the trap door, it is locked.
Oh. Well, Pinky is going to try and unlock it
Okay.
with the mage hand. She can do that.
As the mage hand kind of comes back, grabs your tools. As soon as it touches the trapdoor again, it goes, "Leave!" and it yells out from behind the door.
Oh my goodness.
I would like Alia to do an Arcana check.
And then Alia, like with that, Alia is gonna pretty much say, Do you think this could just be used for like signaling purposes for whoever might else be in the house? I got a 22. At 18 plus 4.
As you kind of listen to it, the wording and the inclination of the voice is the exact same as the first time you heard it. As you kind of look behind the wardrobe, you can see the faint lines of runes carved into the shape of a mouth. And you know this to be a magic mouth spell.
Okay.
So someone cast this here with the intent of
scaring.
This is very similar to the magic that the scrolls used for giving commands to the skeletons.
There's a spell back here. It looks almost to be like a magic mouse spell, kind of like what those scrolls were in our training, or I guess our initiation. I think this is to signal whoever might else be in the house. Well, Vance, did you bump into anything or touch anything before you got knocked out? Do you remember?
Nothing like this. He seems very shaken at the moment. We figured we'd check upstairs before we did the main level. We didn't check this spot. Adelaide, it's about this moment that you recognize and you realize as you're all kind of standing around, you have all of your friends except Barren here.
Okay, so we have one other person in here, and we're missing one of ours. And Bear never came in from outside? Moss? Ren? Oh.
No.
I think we should go and check if we have more tree friends. I'm just gonna be like, I think that someone, Alia, would you like to come with me?
Yeah. While she was talking, Alia would have been like poked her head out the door and or like looked.
Oh yeah.
Like in the hallway.
Down the hall?
Yeah, like pretty much like because I imagine it screams out leave, right? Alia looks behind the whatchamacallit, behind the wardrobe, and I think after that she would have walked to the front door, or like the entrance to that room, and would have looked pretty much both ways down the hallway, seeing if she could catch a glimpse of anybody or anything.
Do a perception check for me.
Okay. Definitely not as great. That's a 13.
13. You don't notice any movements, but your mind does definitely play tricks up with you every time the light kind of changes reflection. You look down the hallway and not see anything. Then you turn and look outside. Not too far away from. Actually, no, you wouldn't see it because you got 13. That's what Adelaide rolled when she was checking. Yeah, so you wouldn't see him. You don't see anything.
And Barren.
So yeah, I'll go with you, Adelaide.
So we'll both probably head out onto that
Porch.
the front porch, and Alia's probably just gonna kind of not Alia.
As you kind of head out onto the front porch, now that you're actually looking a little more, you see what looks to be not too far away, about 20 feet, a tree with a dagger stuck into it, and you see what looks to be other trees have circled around it.
And that was not there last time I looked out the window.
No.
But we don't see any sign of Baron.
No. You could do another perception check now that you're outside and able to kind of get a better glance around.
Sure.
Well, that circle of trees wasn't here before.
It's like that one's in the middle, and all the other trees have circled around it.
I got an 18.
18.
I also got an 18. 19. I got 19. For perceiving.
Above, in the canopy of the tree that has the knife in it, you see Baron's form hanging in a twist of branches.
God.
Is moved at all.
He looks like he is sitting there enjoying himself. Just kind of head back like he's relaxing as the trees have wrapped themselves around him almost in a cocoon-like manner.
Oh dear.
How far away is that from us?
About 20 feet and then up in the air, so it's probably about, from where he's at, about 30 feet away from you.
Okay, so I'm going to vortex warp him to us.
I like that spell.
Let's wait.
I love this spell.
Yeah, it's a very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Let's wait for Baron to get back, because he's not incapacitated.
Here, officers.
I just dropped my dice. Yeah. Pinky, if you'd like to do a sleight of hand check to unlock the
Yes,
key for it.
I would love to. Nice. That is a 23.
23. Okay. With a 23, you're able to unlock this hatch. Would you like to peer inside?
Yes.
As you slowly work the tumblers with Alia and Adelaide not there, everyone else gathered around you. You get the soft and you open up the bottom hatch. Peering down, you can see what looks to be a ladder heading deeper into the ground, and it looks to be some sort of torchlight coming from below.
Porch light.
Barry,
Yeah.
to kind of recap you where you're at.
Sorry, I've been jumping in and out.
You're good. The others found you in the canopy of the trees up above.
It's pretty cool.
Hanging out.
Hanging out. Alia vortex warped you back to the porch.
Only if he wants to.
Going back to what had happened, as your dagger hit the tree, you felt remorse immediately afterwards for doing such a thing and hurting such a creature. At first, you're like, "Why would I feel that?" But the feeling presses into you again. You can't help but feel like so much sympathy for this this tree. Um, you hear almost the slight singing voice. Faith, would you give us a nice airy melody, like of a tree beckoning Varen to come closer? Music starts. You can't tell at the beginning if it's the wind rushing between the limbs, but eventually you find the music delightful. And it drives you to want to go and help the tree. You start moving out there, compelled. And each step you take makes you feel closer and closer to it. These trees are your friends. They are there for you, and you are there for them. One great circle. It's hard to tell as your vision kind of gets blurry, but you almost feel like you can look to your sides in your peripheral vision. You see the forms of other creatures. They almost look woman-like, but made of wood, branches, moving closer towards this injured tree. As you get closer, you feel branches wrap around you and hoist you up into the canopy above. But it's okay. You're there for them. They're there for you. And slowly, as you make it to this tree that was stabbed, you can feel around yourself branches forming a blanket. It's very warm, very cozy, and you can kind of feel in certain spots the branches piercing your skin. I need you to do another wisdom saving throw.
And this is all before any of anything, right?
Anything.
Because also you could argue that I may not do the vortex or based on
Exactly, depending on how this goes.
it's a 4.
A 4. Yeah, failed. The pain is necessary. You understand. And as the scene continues, you understand what it's asking you to do. And you're willing. There is one great and eternal round. This tree lives so much longer than mere humans. And it would only be right for it to take the nutrients it needs from you to repair itself. And so you allow the tree to pierce your skin. You can feel it slowly starting to drain your life force. You will take 11 points of damage as you sit there, calm and understanding what needs to be done. A slight smile on your face. And that's where you find him, Adelaide and Alia. You can cast Vortex Warp on him, but if he's not willing, he must fail a saving throw, correct?
Yep.
Okay. What is the saving throw?
It's Constitution.
Would you roll?
A 23.
Oh my
23.
gosh. Yeah, you pass. Why
All
do you
right.
roll a 4 and then a 23?
No.
With that, let's roll initiative.
Everyone or just them?
Let's have everyone roll, and we'll go from there. This is going to be more theater of the mind, just so you guys know what's going on.
This is so creepy. Good job. I don't hear baby. So
I need
probably
a
offense.
piece of paper.
I will go
Would you be
check.
willing to get me a piece of paper?
Well, I guess, do I need them?
Yes, you need to roll as well.
Just in case.
Yep.
Okay. I got an 11. I gotta go check on that kid.
All right, you're good. Thank you. All right, let me do some rolling for them. See what their initiative, what their dexterity is. All right. So from what you can see, that it looks like there's about 6 trees in total, 1 in the center and 5 around it. Actually, no, 1 in the center. Let's do 6 around it, so 7 in total. All right. Yes. All right. So let's start off with the highest. 25 to 20. Anybody? 22. Opal.
Nice. Good job.
20 to 15.
I got a 16.
Alia with the 16. All right. 15 to 10.
11.
13.
12.
So Adelaide with a 13. 12 for Pinky.
Mm-hmm.
And then 11 for Barren. And that's everyone, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Unless you're gonna throw Moss and Ren in here. But
I probably won't. They'll be watching Vance in the back room. Okay, so off the bat, Opal, you would probably hear Adelaide and Alia shout out for Baron. Warn you, there's something wrong outside. The hallway itself is probably about 50 feet long. So in total, you probably could run from where you're at and get to where they are and kind of see the situation with this turn.
I'll do that.
Okay. As you hear what's going on, do you say anything to your compatriots before you leave?
Yeah. Pinky, don't touch that. Wait until we're all here, okay?
All right. As you run up, you see the scene before you. They're up in a tree, doing tree things,
Just smiling, having a good time.
having a great time. The music. I feel like
This is actually still good.
yeah, I didn't want to do the intense combat. Yeah, like dun, 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 dun. I didn't want that. Alia, you're next.
And I'm still on the porch, right?
Yes.
I'll try and vortex warp him one more time.
Yeah, perfect. You can use as many second level spells as you want.
What saving throw is it? Constitution, you said?
Yeah.
Got 7.
It's a 14.
14. As soon as you he pops up right next to you. Baron, you're ripped free from the grasp. You can feel the slight release of pressure in your arms from where the basically the roots have grown into you. Next up is Adelaide.
Am I still held by the desire to be next to these trees and to do all that?
No.
We're getting to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Am
I right now?
Yes.
Do I recognize a lot, or do I not even see anything? I just see trees.
We'll get to you on your turn.
Trees. It's like the Lorax, you know?
Yeah. As of right now, like you aren't in a mindset. Like you're wondering why they stopped.
Okay.
You know, you're like, oh, we
Okay.
weren't finished yet.
That's all I'm aiming at. Thank you.
And he's still in the tree, though.
No, I'm
He's
next to
you.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I would like to cast. I'd like to turn myself into finally a winged creature. I'll cast Radiant Soul. My eyes begin to glow. I've got some wings. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Did you say that they could use that as a bonus action now?
I'm okay using it as my turn. I've been studying.
That's all right. We'll just have it be a turn.
Yeah.
Is that all right with you, Faith?
Yeah.
Next up, Pinky. Opal tells you not to touch anything. Do you touch it?
Yes. Well,
Like zero hesitation. Indeed, I do.
Pinky isn't going to touch it. She has enough common sense to leave it alone for now. Especially because there's something going on in the front. So she's going to. You said I could dash there and get there?
Yeah, if you dash, you can get there.
Cool. I'm going to dash there. I guess I don't know if Pinky would be able to make sense of the scene because Baron's already out of the trees. And it's just a crazy looking circle of trees, right? They're not. I don't know.
there's
They
not
haven't turned
really
to
anything
medicine.
going on. Yeah, not yet.
Cool. Then I guess she can sense kind of the urgency, so she's going to hide from the trees, I guess, because that's where everybody's facing. So
That makes sense.
she can get some
Alright.
sneak attack next time.
Hide from the trees. You can do such a thing. Make a hide check, a stealth check.
That is a 16.
16 is pretty good. Okay. All that good. Baron, you're up next. As you have been ripped from it, you hear the song begin again, but this one is a sharp tones. This one is angry. You feel it welling inside of you. How dare they stop the sacrifice? You although you are not completely under their control, you try to take the Dryad's requests or actions the most favorable way possible. It asks you to attack these people that took you away.
Okay. I'll attack the people that took me and my green trees.
Okay.
Who's closest? Alia?
Alia would have been the one that, magically took you away.
I'll unsheath a dagger and reach for like my whip, right? And I will just attack.
Okay.
That's gonna be an unnatural 20 for the first attack.
Okay.
The first attack's gonna do 8 points of slashing damage with my whip. Second attack is gonna be 19 to hit.
Okay.
I think that hits. That's gonna do 2 points of damage. Then I'm gonna action surge and go again.
David, you're getting this down, correct?
David?
Yeah, sorry. Do I
Okay.
still have the temporary hit points from
No.
Adelaide? No.
I don't know if it
That's
displays.
a great question.
That's a good question.
Should
I mean,
should we refer to it?
Yeah, let's see if that remains. That could be very beneficial in this moment. How much damage is your first strike, by the way?
8.
8.
And then
The second one too. This next one is doing it again, so it's 17 to hit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be another 8.
Another 8 points of damage.
And I still have another
Yep.
attack. That hits as well. It's gonna be a 20 something to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. In total, 22 points of damage.
Sure.
Uh,
But I'm not done.
okay.
I still have one more thing I can do. I will.
It just says temporary hit points. It doesn't say.
Oh,
I think if it doesn't say it goes away,
Can
then
I-
it would stay.
DM. I
Yeah.
forgot about this. I would have used maneuvers
Sure.
in any of those to.
Are you going to use all your maneuvers or just
Trees,
whatever you feel
the
like?
tree said.
Whatever you feel like you would do.
The
then-
tree said. So yeah, each of those would be an extra maneuver. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier, but I just wasn't thinking about it because it was.
Okay.
But I guess trip attack, disarming attack. What do you hold the cast spells, Alia? What's your focus?
Nothing. She doesn't have a focus.
She doesn't. Can you disarm an attack if she?
No, but don't
Disarm
all
attack?
spellcasters need a focus?
I don't think
Yes, they do, but not.
her focus is within.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see. I understand.
You can't necessarily disarm that
I understand. Then it will be a trip attack instead.
unless you
So
kill her.
a trip attack that's an extra 5 damage on top of that, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
A 5?
That fails, which means all my attacks would have advantage following that. So he probably won't do another trip attack. That's good
Yeah.
because he's already. There's no point in.
Yeah. Roll your
I'll roll-
20s and
I'll
just see if
roll- yep.
anything.
It's a natural 20. Nope, I got one more that would have done it. Nope, none of them are a natural 20.
So the damage as is flat at 27 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did have your temporary hit points. It didn't say anything about going.
Not that I saw.
So
I also do have caltropes.
Okay.
As a bonus action that I can throw down.
Okay.
So I will throw caltropes down.
yeah. Are you going to move at all?
I don't know. Is Alia, are you dead?
Just about, yeah. As in, I'm on the ground with two deaths, with two death failures, two failed saving throws.
Oh no. Oh no.
What? Okay, here's some. Well,
Well, the thing is because I feel like
yeah, he would have
during the attacks, yeah, she was already on the ground.
and then just
So
So
yeah, just
I
wailed
will
on her.
probably where like if she's unconscious, it looks like
Yeah.
basically died. This is a good question. Would he stay and finish it, or where's Adelaide?
Adelaide's right
fine.
next to you.
Oh, maybe. Barren will turn to where he could possibly get both of them.
For the next attack.
Yep. Jeez, David, I'm.
Dude, it was like you kept doing damage and damage and damage, and I was like, oh dang, all
Thing
right.
is, I could have done more, but I feel like since you're already on the ground, I wouldn't use another trip attack, even though it's useful to get more damage in this case. But since you're already on the ground and there's no point in doing another trip attack in this sense.
Okay. Well, with that, you have not gotten a chance to do another saving throw.
What do you
It is.
I'm just laughing because this.
You were having so much fun.
What would you
This is a
What would
bad
you say?
situation.
Would you have done anything, or would it have just been whip, grab ankle, pull her out,
Yeah.
feet out from anything?
Yeah, I don't think
just
he
go
says
on.
anything.
Just starts attacking. This is what you all see. Next up is the trees.
I want to say, yeah, you guys just
As you see the trees, their forms kind of shimmer and change as you see what look to be more female figures start moving. I don't know why, but they all rolled their initiative on the same point.
Oh my gosh.
So with that, for some reason, it's gonna be bad. Opal, I need you
First
to.
TBK. Let's see. We could pull back out of this. Do I not make any saving throws under their thing? Is that how it works?
There is a way for you to do it.
I have to take damage.
Remember how you had to do your saving throw?
Yeah.
That's all you got. So
That's it, just the one.
well, no, that's not just the one.
Oh, okay.
But there's a particular thing that has to happen
Gotcha.
for it to happen.
Okay, so I was just curious about them.
Yeah, they're going to do this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need everyone to do a strength saving throw.
Including myself as well.
Not you.
That's 20.
Not 20. You're good.
I automatically fail, right?
Yes, you automatically fell.
22.
22. Okay. Pinky, what did you roll? You are muted, just so you know.
I got an 8.
An 8. So, as you all feel the ground, 4 of the trees have approached. Their forms, like I said, changing. They reach out their arms, and you feel around you the vines start busting forth out between the wood, trying to grab around your feet and legs. Ooh. You were hidden, Pinky, so you're actually
Yeah.
good. They couldn't have targeted you. So
Wonderful. I was about to point that out too.
So the only one that isn't able to be saved is Alia. You are now restrained by the entangle spell. The rest of you saved. With that, the other three will stay back, and
So I'm grappled, right?
yeah, you're also grappled. So you are restrained
How
and
many
prone and unarmed.
trees are there? 6? 3?
I said 7, but one of them is injured, so I'll say 6. The other two will approach. As you see their forms, their arms extend into what looks like a knotted root cluster to be used as a club. And they will cast Shillelagh on their weapon.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah. So, Opal, it's your turn.
All right. Now seeing that everything's going kaput, Opal will swing her axe and go in.
Yeah.
Going for attacking. I think she'll go for the one that's grappling Alia though.
Okay. It's one of the closer ones. It's outside, just so you know. So you'll have to run past Barren, and you saw Barren almost kill Alia next to you.
Oh, JK.
He hasn't finished the job yet.
Actually, Opal will figure out how to get Barren to snap out of it.
Make an Arcana check for me. It will not take your action. I'll allow you to do this.
Okay. Maybe I need to work on my skills. Roll down the number I put it on to.
You would actually probably have advantage on this roll because you know what to look for.
I rolled the same number.
Okay.
Jeez.
What it's supposed to
What do
be.
you mean?
Oh.
The one times I get nat 20s and good numbers is when it doesn't count.
Yeah, that's not math. Did you get
A 7.
7?
I ate the Arcana one.
Yeah, these trees are doing some weird bearing. He's freaking out.
Oh.
You
Uh,
actually
oh.
calm.
He's not. Yeah, he's freaking out by being super calm and not attacking you guys.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I think Opal will, since she's like, you look like you're on something. All right. I don't know how to fix that. I'll go to what I originally said and go get Alia out and
Okay.
help her.
Oh,
Wing up, flame on, engage. Okay.
So if you wing up, that will be your action.
Okay. No, I won't get Alia out.
Okay.
Swing my axe.
As you can tell, this is a spell that's being cast on her. You'll either need to do a strength saving throw to see if you can rip her from the vines, move her away, or you can try to hit the dryad and make it drop concentration. So you have the two options on how
far away is
the tree.
Yeah.
It seems about 10-15 feet away from you, through the door.
Okay.
So you can attack, or you can try to do a strength saving throw from where you're at.
And if I go for the tree, I get off the house.
You get off the house, as well as Baron would probably get an opportunity attack on you using his reaction.
I have javelins too.
You can. You could throw it.
There we go. Right. That is a 23.
That will hit.
Full points.
4 points of damage.
No, full points.
Full points. Ooh.
So that is 9. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Ouch.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess that is full points. Let me roll. It
Unless
rolled a 3. It loses concentration
I
as it
thing.
does that. So,
On a line.
yep, and it will have taken 9 points of damage. Okay,
Unless I get more points of damage and my character sheet is incorrect.
I think that's correct because
Yeah,
it's
plus
just 6 plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to do with a bonus action, anything like that?
What can I do for a bonus?
Mhm.
Light's not a bonus, right? Yeah, shove Baron.
I don't know if that is shoving a bonus action in this. I think that's a.
It's an attack of an attack though. So at level 5, you can
And
do you can attack and shove.
I'm gonna pull a.
What?
That's a Baldur's Gate thing.
You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull a street dancer and swoop my leg underneath Baron and try to.
Do a trip.
Even though he's floating.
That would be an attack as well.
No.
You know.
Is light bonus? No.
No.
You do some. Can I say something?
Sure.
I don't know who, but someone did buy a health potion. I think
I did.
you can use that as a bonus action.
You can use that as
To
bonus
heal
action.
yourself. I
I'm
think.
fine. I bought more potions. Does Alia need health potion?
Mm-hmm.
Alia gets health potion. Here you go.
Can you use a potion as a bonus action on someone else if you're right next to
I'm
them?
handing it to her. I wasn't
I
looking.
Elia's
don't
not
think
good.
you, yeah, Elia, yeah. Elia's
What, she
not
can
good.
put it
Oh, nice.
next to her.
Oh, here you go, Alia. Oh, you're down.
Maybe.
That sucks.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, to give it to someone else, it's an action, but for you to take it, it's a bonus action.
Can I hand it to someone and they have to wait their next turn to use it? Or their turn to use it?
You could do that for Adelaide,
Yeah.
or like Adelaide also has spells that she might be able to cast, but
True.
you could just wait on your turn to do it next time. So you have it out, you're ready for it.
Save my potion then.
Do paladins not really have any?
Elia, it's your turn. I need you to make a death saving throw. Or do you want me to make the death saving throw?
Oh yeah, it's you.
I'll
isn't it?
I'll make it.
Well, I thought I had a bonus action.
I'll
What-
text you the result. I'll text you the result.
Perfect. While you're sitting there, would you be willing to describe to me what's going on in your mind?
In Elia's mind?
Yeah, like what would you be seeing?
Right now, well, I think what we playing in her mind right now is the last conversation that she had with her mom. And like basically how this would like destroy her mom. In the moment of like all the attacks happening, I think Elia would not even be close to understanding. And just be like, wait, why is Baron attacking me? Wait, what? Like, pretty much like just basically going, wait, what? As like he stabs her for the first time in the chest with his dagger. Like she
Yeah.
would just be like, wait, and not even really have time to register.
I have some. I don't know.
The fact that he's
I don't think so. I would've
stabbing
thought-
her.
I do.
Yeah.
So
You can come back to me.
You have a bonus action spell?
Yeah.
What's that?
Now I remembered that I can't use it because it has to be. It's thunder a smite.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, wait, I
But
can't use that.
You have one.
You have
Fine.
Good to know.
I swear I have a different one. Go to
Next
next
turn.
Healing
With
hands.
that-
Healing hands. Nah. Oh.
Adelaide, is your turn.
Is Baron still next to me?
He is.
Okay, so I'm going to come at him with the great sword, non-lethal damage.
Longsword.
Why do I keep saying great sword? It's because it's such a great long
Make
sword.
a Arcana check for me before you do that.
I just rolled a nat one.
Okay.
Oh man. of those.
Oh no.
Mm.
Anyway, I swipe a Baron. 14 to hit.
Miss.
Misses you with 14?
I see. I'm one of the worst people to have
That's a shame.
against the party.
And then as a bonus action, I'll cast Healing Word on Alia.
Okay.
And that will be. That's your spell casting ability. Fire, so let's do. So that's 5 points for you, Alia.
As you cast the spell, you see her body not move.
Oh no! Oh no!
Wait, what?
Well, that's all I've got. That's all I've got. That's all. That's.
Is Alia dead? Oh no!
As you
Look
recognize
at me. Look at the DM. He caused this mess.
that the spell has no effect on an inanimate object. And Alia has passed on at this point.
Oh my gosh.
Really? I couldn't do anything? Laying on of hands? Healing hands?
You could have, but that had to be your action.
I didn't know she was dying until after I did my action.
It is what it is. With that, Pinky, it's your turn.
Don't look at me, Tori. It's
It
not
isn't his
my fault.
It happened.
All right.
I'm looking.
Pinky is going to take aim at Baron. Non-lethal damage.
Baron,
But
what's
she's
your...
going to try and hit him. He seems like the biggest threat at this moment.
Okay.
Do you have third level spells?
Does she have advantage?
He
She's
has
in-
advantage.
Woohoo! I got a net 20.
Whoa!
Good.
Roll that sneak attack damage and double it.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
See
good.
how many. All right. Give me a moment. I don't have enough d6s out. Wonderful. Let's
Oh,
get
no.
that one.
I love when you have to say that. You don't have enough dice for which is going to hurt.
So I'm doubling the dice roll, or am I doubling the amount of dice I have?
So double the. I prefer doubling the amount of dice you have because I think it's funner. Just rolling more dice.
Okay.
Only we were fifth level.
So double your attack with your. I think you're using a light crossbow, right?
No, I'm using a short bow.
A short bow. So it'll be a d6. If I'm remembering correctly on the damage, and then so 2d6 for the damage dice, and then you have 3d6 for your sneak attack. It'll be 6d6 for that. So 8d6 in total, plus your attack bonus, which I think is just your dexterity modifier.
Oh, wait, so 8d6?
8d6 in total. If I'm counting how many d6 you need to roll correctly. It's just whatever you would usually roll for in dice for a normal sneak attack, then double that amount of dice, which I think would
And
be,
double your weapon damage.
is it double your weapon damage as well?
Well, right, yeah, because you roll a weapon die, right?
Yeah, but I didn't think you had the double the +5 for your damage.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
you don't double the plus.
You don't double that.
The 8 damage, 8d6 has that built into it because you have 3d6 that you roll for your sneak attack right now, if I'm remembering correctly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, gotta get one more d6. There
Perfect.
we go. Okay. All right, let's see.
She rolled really well. She could go.
And 20, 25, 29 points of damage.
You are knocked out.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal as you hit him right kind of in the, I'd say, like in the neck, pinching a nerve.
Yeah.
Right, like it just drops him right out of it. Barren, you're knocked
Like
out.
it feels powerful.
Good.
He is powerful.
All right.
Seeing this, the dryads see that their morsel is taken. And I think they're going to back away. They do that.
You look so happy for someone just
You're
their
not.
comrade.
Don't blame me. We can save her. It's fine. We can save her.
Are you deciding if the trees are gonna keep attacking us or
I
not?
don't think they would, but you're the DM. I don't know.
You don't think they would keep
No, I
attacking?
think they would because it's like 2 are down now. There's only quote unquote 3 left.
Have we done enough damage to the trees to be a threat?
No.
I don't think any
No.
damage to the trees.
You see them approaching the house, but for some reason, it doesn't seem that they can get onto the porch for the time being. Something about this place doesn't allow them to enter.
Interesting.
That's
Well, either way,
with that, they don't really have anything of arranged to continue with this. They're each one of them is going to slip back into the darkness, forming back into a tree. You get the sense that as you look out into the darkness, you are being watched. We're going to leave it there at this point tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, yeah, we're going to leave it there. David, would you stay on for just a second?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. If it's okay with you guys, would it be all right if I have some privacy with David for just a second?
Where am I gonna go?
It's your house. Find a place. Would you be all right giving David and I a little bit of room?
Are you still wanting it to be on the stream?
Yeah, if that's okay. Joy, would you be willing to jump into the away from
away
the
from
table?
the table.
Yeah,
Yep, we'll do.
I'll send somebody in there to grab you before we're done for tonight.
Okay, cool.
If you speak quietly, we're gonna go into the office and maybe.
Okay. You want to just close that other door?
You can go outside, but it's cold outside. To the office or this little hallway.
I appreciate you guys giving us some space. David, can you hear me good? David?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What is up, Chase? How's it going?
It's going good. I was not expecting that tonight.
Neither was I.
Yeah. But thus is the story of D&D. I don't know what's going to happen. As you feel yourself fainting, that magical heart in your chest, something about it keeps ticking. Although Alia's spirit is gone, it doesn't seem that the body is quite done, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
for you, David,
Mhm.
this is a choice. If you would like to, we could pursue a line of reasoning that will lead for the opportunity for Alia to come back, as she's kind of almost in a sense having an out of body experience right now, looking down at her heart, seeing it beat, pulsing. You almost in your thing here almost see like an ethereal thread connected to it. You have a choice whether to stay close to it or travel away.
I think she would stay close.
Okay.
Just in fear of it being severed.
Okay. You do not know and understand what's going on right now. But as you draw closer to that heart, you feel your spirit kind of reside into that magical item.
Okay.
It keeps ticking. It's not like you enter into your body again, but you find rest in that. With that, I think that's, for right now, all Alia can do.
Makes just about sense. So,
Would you be willing to jump back on with
Joy.
Joy, bring her back? You
Yeah.
guys can go back inside. Come back.
Resources. Hold on, I'm checking something. Hey guys, it's not over. It's not over.
Take 'em now.
Rules.
Rest. Now it's time.
Wait, is who's dead? Oh, they're back. Oh, he went to just get Joy.
Yeah.
Yep.
With that, guys, we are going to call it for here tonight. And we'll have to come back to this next.
Okay, we gotta be. Chase is being nice because I think he's letting us have Brandon and Kyle. Hopefully,
Yeah.
to come back and save the day. This was fun.
Gosh, just so fresh.
David, how do you feel?
Dungeon.
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 Dungeon house.
Dungeon